Welcome to the Firing Squad Podcast, where four guys talk about blazing hot topics that they discuss when no one else is around. No fluff, no bull. They tell it like it is. And now, here is the squad.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's another episode of Firing Squad Podcast, and once again, we got the usual suspects. It's just us in the studio this time. This your boy Ham. We got Lance.
Yep.
We got Rope.
We back.
We got Creek.
We live, baby.
And we got Lyle. I was actually talking on the handset today. What's up?
Live and then clear.
Oh, sounded clear.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, so Lance, go ahead and let the listeners know how it's going to go down today. What's the subject?
Yeah, so the subject, just so we can get out early, it is Get Out, and it's a spoiler alert because we are discussing the movie. So if you ain't seen it, if you don't plan to see it, listen to it. If you've already seen it, this is going to be a great pod.
Oh, most definitely.
If you have not seen it and you plan on seeing it, do not listen to this pod right now.
Stop it.
Once
now.
you go see it, come back and listen to it.
No, matter of fact, wait till after Randy does the sponsor and then cut it off.
Yeah, go see it.
Let's knock the sponsor out real quick, though. So,
yeah.
Go see it with a diverse group of people.
Yeah, let me knock it out real quick. So, attention entrepreneurs and business owners, the Featherstone Agency is giving away 50 coupons to save 60% off your business breakthrough package. Download your coupon now to save $240. The offer is a perfect combination of web development, graphic design, and business coaching for entrepreneurs at any stage looking to take their brand to the next level. Download your coupon now at FLLC.co/firing squad. And again, that's FLLC.co/firing squad. So, hey, also before we get started, man, just shout out to our listeners, man. The last podcast we did, the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj joint, that was the most listened to Firing Squad pod we have so far, man. Yep. So thank you to everybody who's listening. People that
did numbers
coming back. We did numbers, man. So we love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all listening, man.
Word.
Yep. So sponsors, if you're listening, we doing numbers now, so y'all need to holler at us, but we need free stuff, and then we'll shout y'all out.
Yeah.
We need some stuff. We need some studio chairs.
We need Blue Apron too. We need boxes of food on our doorstep.
Blue Apron, holler at us.
We need boxes.
Yes.
If you got comfortable chairs for us, for Ham and I to sit in, holler at us.
Yeah. We only want the real leather, leather stuff.
You got some sound canceling headphones, holler at us.
Right.
A mini fridge for the studio.
Yeah, mini fridge for the studio, holler at us. Refrigerator, holler at us. Up lights for the house.
Let's talk about Get Out, man.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, hey, so real quick though.
I got a question for y'all. So, what was your initial reaction? Right after you saw it, what was your initial reaction?
I laughed at the white lady behind me because she was like, "Oh my God, this was uncomfortable," and I was like, "For you."
Yeah. I left feeling good just because of the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending fucked with me because of that car put up. I was like, God damn, he about to get arrested. This shit gonna come full circle like a motherfucker. The cops was gonna shoot him.
I thought it was gonna be the same cop too that pulled him over at the time. But
I was kind of upset that with the particular procedure that you couldn't save the body. You know what I'm saying? It was so much the victim was so far gone that they had to damn kill themselves. Because you kind of want to have them reconcile and get their life back, but with the lobotomy. You see what I'm saying? Dude had to shoot himself because when he flashed me, he was like, "Dude, I'm not myself anymore, and I'm never going to be because I'm gone." He had to shoot himself in the face. So
I got a question for you before we get into it, because a couple of things. Eventually, will everybody be black? And then two, because there was so much hype around the movie, were any of you let down when you actually saw it? Because it was so much hype that I couldn't wait. We got a babysitter to watch it.
I was, man. I thought it was a good movie. I caught all the messages about slavery and being black, but at the same time, I felt like it was overhyped. I would say 3/4 of the movie was really, really dope, but then the last quarter of the movie, when you started chopping people's heads off, and the grandma was the black lady and the grandfather was the black dude, it was just too much.
But that was all part of it, though.
That couldn't have been too much. In my opinion, that was a part of it.
That was
it would have been anticlimactic.
That's what tied everything together.
Yeah, I didn't think that was too much. I thought too, when you, I think there's for sometimes when people make movies or whatever, there's also an element of where you make it seem kind of corny on purpose. Like those situations, like when they started, like you were talking about the situation where like they were chopping the heads off and stuff like that. Like you make that stuff kind of like overly like that on purpose to kind of make fun of it a little bit more. So I think that like
a little bit.
Right. I thought that it lived up to the expectations that from what I heard from people, I felt like it lived up to the expectations because even though like going into it, so many people have been talking about it that I kind of knew like what was going to happen on some parts. I still thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Like that didn't bother me. I thought that it was a good balance of suspense, and comedy, like still having like a lightness to it, but still having a very serious message underneath it. I thought that it's very hard to do stuff like that when you make a movie. Most people are extreme one way or the other. To be able to find a balance that I thought worked. And two, I thought that like you could look at that movie two ways. Somebody could go to that movie and not get all of the layers and the imagery and still be entertained by just watching the movie at face value.
Yeah, you
didn't have to be woke to enjoy it.
Right.
You didn't necessarily have to be woke.
Here's my thing, though. But this is my thing. It was laying to me because towards the end, like, we've seen that shit before. We've seen the good guy fighting the bad guys, and then the good guy kills all the bad people. Like, we done seen that shit. So we just got kind of like, is this how you going to end the shit? But Jordan Peele, like, all the skits he does with, like, KEWN-train, like, them shit's kind of corny to me. So I wasn't surprised that the shit started ending off.
So did you want the main character to die?
I didn't know what the fuck I want. I just wanted the shit to be different.
No,
I agree though. The show. I agree though that
up until the end.
Different how though. Though.
Yeah, different how.
Something that's gonna blow my mind. Like
no, but go ahead.
3/4 of the movie like blew my mind, and like the end didn't blow my mind. So I seen everybody fighting and get killed before.
See, my thing.
Well, I think because listen, I listened to Jordan Peele on a podcast, and this is what he said. He said when he first started writing this movie, the script for this movie is during like Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, and because of the events where we are now, he had to make the ending like that. He had to make Rod a hero because everybody wanted the same cop to pull up, shoot a black man because the white lady told him, you know, that he had hurt her or whatever, you know, and the cop would have took her word for face value. He'd been unarmed and he would have got shot. So because of the recent events, he changed the ending. In fact, he's got multiple endings. They're on the internet.
Yeah.
But he had to do it because of our situation. Like this is where we are now in the times.
And with the racial undertones of the movie and all the stigmas and stereotypes presented and the way they used us and, you know, all that imagery throughout the movie, it's a visceral reaction of revenge. You know what I'm saying? That's therapeutic to black people. That had to be there. Because I would have been pissed as a mother effer. Like when he stomped dude's head, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't yell at anybody for like being like, well, you know, they were just using dude for this body. They done took the lives of all these black men throughout the film, and you telling me I'm not gonna get no kind of reconcile? Man, F that. It's predictable, but it's necessary. I needed it. Right. And we were in there cheering.
Somebody had to die.
Yeah, all of them.
But either way, to me, it was a good movie. I still feel like it wasn't a great movie, and it was overhyped.
So you was that dude that gave the 99%. That's that one, because they was at 100%.
Rope knocked it down from 100%.
That movie is uncharted territory in everything. That movie is uncharted territory in terms of the genre because it has no genre. That's why I think it was not overhyped because you couldn't put it anywhere.
That was his first directorial film too.
It doesn't, but I still got the same question. Ro, what would you have wanted different? Because I'm trying to think how he could have wrote that movie to end differently.
Yeah, because I would have been pissed off if he had got killed. Yeah. I would have been pissed off if he had died.
I don't know what he could have done. I don't write Hollywood movies. That ain't my lane. I just felt like I was disappointed. I felt like I was fucking a chick for the first time, and she was fucking me nice, and it's time to bust, and I don't get my nut. That's how I felt watching that movie. I ain't get my nut.
One thing about it, you know how it's supposed to end, though.
Hey,
you ain't giving us no info on this movie.
The next pod, Randy gonna have to start out with his little.
Well, I'm sorry.
The last pod.
I need to apologize.
Contrary to popular belief, my wife does bring me to orgasm quite often.
on the last pod, I got a little bit, in my feelings.
As a matter of fact, the last time we did have intercourse as a married couple, I was brought to orgasm by my beautiful wife, of course. Thank you for the last one.
Right. Yeah, I don't normally talk like this.
You're right.
I do, but Ro, you know what? I do agree with that. The sketch comedy show I thought was kind of corny. And I was a little skeptical when I first heard about the movie. I was a little skeptical because I don't really like their sketch comedy show. They have one or two that are funny, but for the most part, 90% of that stuff, I tried to watch it. I tried to watch several shows and be like, maybe it'll grow on me. But it never did, and I guess because I always compare stuff to like Chappelle's show, and it just wasn't nearly on that level.
But does that not make?
So I was really
good.
And but that's what I was about to say. Ham is like I was really skeptical, but that was what made it brilliant. To me. I was like, wow, like he was able to do that. Like I didn't even think that you had that. Because
it was like almost a 5 or 6 year setup, like the okie doke. Because we are compartmentalized. A lot of us on this pod are like the safe brother. Like, despite what we believe in and talk about amongst ourselves, our white counterparts feel safe around us. They don't feel like threatened or intimidated. Mm-hmm. And through his sketch comedy stuff, like if you look in that audience, there's a lot of white people. You know what I'm saying? And they have they're pretty diverse. And that's where the corniness comes in. And I think a lot of people came there thinking, oh yeah, this is the safe one,
But I think they exaggerate things too. Cause even some of their sketch comedy stuff, they, like the one where they had the dude that had all the fitted hats and they had all the tags on it. Cause that's stuff that we really do. Yeah. So they kind of they exaggerate it to show us like how ridiculous we are. Yeah. Like with our names.
Like the names on the football team. That was funny.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
I wonder how the white people that saw the movie feel. Like, we need to get somebody on here white that saw the movie. I need to talk to them.
Let's call one on Skype.
Well, I was. What you about to call
no, I was like next level.
Next level. Now, what was the symbolism y'all got from it? Because I think we probably took some of the same stuff out of it, but just for some of the listeners that might want the spoiler. Just so they can know what it looks for or whatever.
It's too late. You get all of it.
It's too late because we started with the damn ending of the movie.
Yeah.
They started out. So the one thing I still haven't figured out is what was the significance of the deer?
Oh, because
the deer was a buck. It was a buck. It was referring to back in the day.
Yeah.
And
the strong slaves.
Right. Exactly. And he kept going on about how the world would be much better if the bucks weren't there. Pretty much, he had no feelings about killing all the quote unquote.
Oh yeah. The one part where he was like, killing all the deer off,
which is also like,
right.
He was saying black people too. I mean, you could substitute that with black people.
Yeah, because that buck was a racist term. Buck something was a racist term for a black man. Anyway, I can't remember what the term was.
Right, but it was another meaning too. It was another meaning. It was supposed to be symbolic. Remember when they hit the deer on the way there?
Yeah, if you try to run.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that was symbolic of him flashing back to his mom. How his mom got killed in a hit and run.
Oh yeah, that is
so
right. That's why he was stuck there.
And it was and it was also this show.
Oh yeah, because he made sure he went back and found it.
Yeah, that Rose wasn't sympathetic of life.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't catch that. You just put me on. So let me ask you this, because when this movie first came out, I didn't know it was like a woke movie. So now, after it came out and all the hype, I knew it was a woke movie. So I was like too super woke the entire movie, looking for little stuff, and some of the stuff I don't think was there. And I heard Jordan Peele say when she was eating that cereal and she took out the Fruit Loops, and he was like, "Yeah, some people were saying that she took him out because she didn't want to mix the color with the white." And I promise you that wasn't in my mind when I made that scene. Yeah. Like I put that scene in 2 days before we filmed.
Because milk, he said, drinking milk is creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy, right? But it had nothing to do with removing the Fruit Loops, taking the bite out of it.
But they said that because I saw something online where they were talking about that milk is synonymous with with white nationalists, Nazis. Like they drink just straight milk.
That's what I'm saying. So most people were in there just supercharged because you were just looking for any and everything to mean something.
Yeah, I mean, like because there were things that obviously had meaning, like how the cotton was saved him. That was symbolic.
The dude had to pick cotton.
Right.
He literally had to pick cotton to save his life.
Right. Like that was something that was
that just
definitely that he put in there that he intentionally put in there. You know.
Right.